There is a problem in the car industry and buyer's remorse is at an all-time high. So how do we fix it? If you don't know, my name's Tommy. I've been in the car industry most of my adult life, done sales, done finance. Now I negotiate car deals. Enough about me. Let's talk about buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse is at an all-time high. Depending on who you ask, anywhere between 40 to 60%. I don't care if it's 40. I don't care if it's 60. It's way too high for the second biggest buying decision of your life. So first off, I want to tell you a story and then I want to tell you how to fix it. So I was working with a client recently that told me, they came in and they said, hey, Tommy, I want a Honda CR-V. They're pretty determined on it. They said they love the car, they drove it. And when I do any of my negotiation services, I always want to do my due diligence to make sure we avoid buyer's remorse. Again, I preach it on my videos each and every day. And again, if it's easier for me, I would rather just tell the person to buy the Honda CR-V. It's actually less work on my behalf because then I just start negotiating. But lo and behold, this customer, I had a few days before I could start negotiating their deal. So I said, hey, what else have we driven in the class? Why don't we drive a few more cars? These are some ones I recommend based on what you've told me, and let's see what you like. And this is what I call the shopping phase. Now, when we're talking about the shopping phase, we are talking about looking at vehicles. The best way to describe it is that my girlfriend, when she goes to Target, she likes to look at every little item. But if we were to ring all those out and put it at the end, I would be broke and we couldn't afford it and we'd panic and be more stressed than it was to enjoy the process. She likes to look at the things to buy at Target, but she doesn't like to actually buy them, which is a-okay. We want to go through that shopping phase. We want to have that fun Target experience. We just don't want to actually go to numbers. So go through that shopping phase. So as she was waiting for me, she went through the shopping phase, and even though she was determined, she wanted the CR-V, she ended up changing the vehicle. And not only that, she found so many things she didn't like on the CR-V based on just a few things. This wasn't because I told her you're not gonna like the car. And again, I have no motive depending on what car I sell her. But in the end, she went through the shopping phase that she almost rushed. And because of that, I made her go back and she found a car that she actually is gonna enjoy. So many people rush the shopping phase, and that's my first tip of the day. Don't rush this phase. It is such a fun experience. Buying a car is easy. Guys, I'm sorry, but negotiating a car deal is easy if you have the right tools in place. What's hard is finding the right car. The hard part is finding the right car. The easy part is making it affordable. And even if we say negotiating can be a little more difficult, I will tell you the harder part of this deal is finding the right vehicle. Don't rush this phase, go through your process. Another tip I give people is figure out what your need is. Why, or really what your why is. Why are you buying a car? Everybody's different. I normally say that when you want to buy a new car, you normally have like an aha moment. A moment where you say, I need a new car. Maybe it's because you can't fit something in the back seat. Maybe it's because you had to fill another tank of gas, you're sick of the fuel economy. Whatever the reason being, write down your why. And when you have to make a decision between this car and this car, look at the car that best fits that why. On top of this, we make a joke in the car industry about not doing our needs assessment. A needs assessment is those questions that they ask you at the very beginning of what color do you want, what's your budget. It's a silly list of questions, but it actually is a proven way to find the right car. Now, the problem with car dealerships doing it is that they're trained to sell you what's on their lot. If the perfect car for you is a RAV4 and you're at a Honda lot, they're not going to tell you, you know what, we don't have anything you need here. You need to go down to Toyota. No, they're going to try to tell you why the Honda is better, even if it doesn't fit your needs. That's why I started the business that I did in the first place, because for me, I have no advantage to sell you one car or another. I'm going to sell you the best car for you. I digress. But when we're looking at this, we really want to figure out our own needs assessment. Figure out why you need a car and figure out what you want in a car. Write down your needs, write down your wants, and figure that out. Find the vehicles that best suit their needs and make a test drive based on that. My third tip and final tip is do not rush this process. Again, it takes time to buy a car. We don't rush buying a house, and realistically in the market where things are rushed, I understand. But realistically, you look at multiple houses. When I went to buy my house, I probably looked at 40 different houses before I bought the one that I thought was right. And I looked at that house 3 times. I treat buying a house way more similar to buying a car than I do buying a jacket. You should really be paying attention to the car you're buying because you're about to spend 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 grand on this vehicle. You need to make sure it's the right one for you. So if you guys like content like this, I want you to like, follow, subscribe. I want you to look at my Instagram as I have some awesome videos coming out on that, a behind the scenes look. I appreciate you guys. We have a great video coming out at 10,000 followers. I cannot wait to show you, but thank you guys so much and have a great day.